So if I was looking for somebody to repair my gate,
yeah.
it would be a blacksmith.
Yes.
That I would be calling.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just think like I'm calling a welder or a metal shop or something. I wouldn't think of that person as a blacksmith. That's weird. Because like when you think of blacksmiths, most people probably, I hate to say like most people like myself, but I think of like a guy that puts shoes on a horse or somebody that helps make like equipment for out of metal, makes swords like Game of Thrones and shit like that. Right. Does your father make swords for Game of Thrones?
He
Probably
does not make swords for Game of Thrones. He does make, decorative pieces and stuff like that. But
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Decorative? Is it not?
No.
Or how do you say it?
Decorative.
Decorative. Okay, decorative
just
pieces.
Like grocery.
Grocery.
How did you say it?
Grocery.
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 we had a probably 10-minute conversation about how to pronounce grocery or grocery the other day. I pick on Axel a lot, and I know he takes it personal, and I don't mean it to be personal. I just think it's funny, and I like Axel a lot. So he doesn't believe that. He thinks I'm just a big bully and a douche.
I do think that.
You do think I'm a douche? Go fuck yourself. Get out of my studio.
I do think you're a big bully, though.
Do you really?
No, not really. No, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. But like I told you before, me mispronouncing words and stuff like that comes from not speaking.
Because I'm from Latin America.
No, it's not because I'm from Latin America. It's because when you speak multiple languages, you do go ahead and try to intertwine some things, and you do go ahead and pronounce some things like.
But because you're bougie, like you want to sound like you highfalutin. Highfalutin. You want to sound like you're like men's haberdashery. You mean a clothing store? Yes. men's couture. You mean couture. A T-shirt store?
Or
yeah.
I always remember the bespoke, the bespoke thing. You remember it?
No, I don't remember, but I know what the word bespoke means, and I only know it because of a movie. There was a movie a million years ago. I'm sure it was before you were even born. It was called Remo Williams' The Adventure Begins. It was like
never heard of it.
Nobody ever heard of it. It was a movie that did very poorly.
Okay.
It was an attempt to make like a American version of James Bond. Okay. Long story. I won't go into the story, but it's this guy. And so when things are falling apart, it's like they're gonna dissolve the organization that he works for. And he was like, the guy used the word men's haberdashery, and he's like, haberdashery. He's like, we make bespoke clothing, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like as a kid, I'm like, I don't know what bespoke is. It's clothes don't speak. And then I figured out it was like handmade, something made just for that person. Right. Like getting a suit and then having it altered is not bespoke because it was off the rack. But it's like when they measure you and then you go away and then you come back and they have pieced together a shirt or a suit or whatever, that's bespoke. What's the bespoke story that we share?
Remember we were at work. Mm-hmm. We were at work and we were talking to this other person that was like helping us with one of the projects that we had to do. Uh-huh. And I was wearing one of my bespoke fur coats. I was wearing
a bespoke fur coat. How the fuck did I forget this? How did I forget a bespoke fur coat?
I was wearing my bespoke fur coat. And
oh, God, help us.
And this lady that was with us, she was asking me like, hey, I really like your coat. And I'm like, thank you. It's bespoke. And you were there, and you were like, there you go, go and bespoke. It's like, and you took it into offense saying that I said it was bespoke because I thought you wouldn't know what bespoke was. But
I remember that, yeah.
But I was like, it's bespoke. What do you want me to call it? And she did ask, like, what is bespoke? And then you went like,
who was the lady that was it?
Tiffany.
Somebody?
It was Tiffany. Tiffany, the one that helped us with all the
blonde,
yes.
outreach. Okay,
yeah,
got it. Yeah,
it was Tiffany. She was like,
"That's right."
Bespoke?
Now I remember that.
And like, well, bespoke means it was handmade. It's like, oh yeah. They were like, you thought we weren't gonna know what bespoke was, and I'm like, Tom, I'm not thinking about you. What you're gonna know.
But you just threw like there was no reason to add that. It was like if I had bespoke flip flops, I would just go, "Yeah, I'm wearing flip flops today." I wouldn't go, "I'm wearing my bespoke flip flops that I had handmade from Kathy Lee Sweatshop children from Bangladesh."